Night 14 of the Unibet Premier League as the game's biggest stars hit Birmingham. Rob Cross, Michael Smith, and Gary Anderson were all hoping to nail down their playoff spots at the O2. But the headline tomorrow will no doubt read, MVG registers season record average. Yes, stellar darts today on High Roller Radio. Fans in Birmingham, well, let's just say they were in the mood for darts. Just 4 matches on the schedule, but they were loving the atmosphere nonetheless. Chris Kempf giving us a fun fact before play began. Treble 20s hit thus far, tweeted at Wikipedia. Daryl Gurney the most with 653. Peter Wright next at 622. And look at Mighty Mike, third from last, only 485. Of course, he's hitting everything else. How does that translate into maximums? At Live Darts has the answer. Again, Daryl Gurney in top spot with 57 180 so far. Van Gerwen and Gary Anderson tied for second, both with 52. Snakebite has the fewest, firing in just 27 180s to date. That stat did not seem to bother the Scotsman, though, in his match with Simon Whitlock. First on, and early finishes of 68 and 40 gave Snakebite leads of 2-0 and 3-1. This double eight kept the Aussie close at 5-3. Whitlock did manage to get it to 5-4, but Wright was right on in this one. What a shot to guarantee a point, tweeted the PDC. And indeed, Snakebite had the goods when it mattered. A beautiful 118 checkout on double 19. He'd go on to win it 7-4 the final. There's Rob Cross in the spotlight before his duel with Michael Van Gerwen. Good walk-ons from both men. Earlier in the day, we got this tweet from at MVG180. Today, I was very proud to be presented with my medal as a Knight of the Order of Orange Nassau by the Mayor on behalf of the King. Very honored to receive this award, he said, and to be the youngest ever to get it. So you know the world number one was brimming with confidence. It showed early too. Look at those averages. In excess of 121 after 3 legs. Incredible. That huge scoring, good enough for a 3-0 advantage. MVG then made it 4-0 to this fan's approval. Cross, a tough character though, took out 78 to get on the board, but that was about it for voltage. The night belonged to MVG, had a 144 checkout for 5-1, and Mighty Mike would go on to win it 7-2, averaging a whopping 111.57, and yes, that is a record average for the 2018 Premier League. I think I played phenomenal, he said. I didn't make many mistakes, especially early on. I was deadly. I know I am the better player. I just have to do it more often. The Green Machine, obviously pleased, took to social media afterwards saying this: great to get the win tonight and the highest average of the year so far, and to finish on top of the league again. Lovely, he added. Incidentally, this, the 6th straight year that Michael Van Gerwen will top the table. Some fan appreciation for Bully Boy. Michael Smith entering the arena for his tilt with Daryl Gurney. A must-win for Super Chin, who was in pretty good spirits, leading the orchestra there on Sweet Caroline. The crowd absolutely loving it. After the pair shared the first 2 legs, Smith hit this double 19 for a break in the third, then held for 3-1. But how about the Irishman? Following this very nice 140, had a massive 147 clearance to draw close at 3-2. Then, after a hold from each, Gurney struck again, another huge checkout. This time, a sparkling 167 to level the match at 4. Wow. Then in the 9th leg, Gurney fired in 2 180s and took out 41 for an 11-darter. Super Chin leading now for the first time 5-4. But full credit to Bully Boy. He took out 81 on the bullseye in the final leg to earn the draw. Just need Everett to say, Smith tweeted afterward. 0-2, baby. I love this game. A fan of Patrice, obviously. Super game there between Daryl and Michael, said Matt, the Irish darts fan, who summed it up quite nicely. Daryl needs a minor miracle now. Maybe Barney could do him a favor. So yes, Irish eyes on Raymond van Barneveld and Gary Anderson, and it was RVB early and often in this encounter, jumped out to a quick 2-0 advantage thanks to this beautiful 103 checkout. Barney would then take out 32 for 3-0. In the 5th leg, the Flying Scotsman missed 6 darts at double, and Barney punished him in the madhouse. That was for 4-1. The Dutchman went on to win convincingly, 7-3 the final, averaging slightly more than 100. So there are your league standings. MVG and his 23 points will be good enough to top the table again this year. As mentioned, 6th straight year he's done that. Michael Smith sitting second with 19 points, followed by Voltage. And then look at this. A loss tonight, and Gary Anderson remains on 17 points. Gurney, with his draw, mathematically still alive, 15 points for the Irishman. The real story in Birmingham, though, Michael Van Gerwen tossed in the highest average of the 2018 Premier League, 111.57. That is truly darting royalty today on High Roller Radio.